Where there are people, there is noise.
Sunny. Just the weather for farewells.
You are here?
Totally. The trio team is the best set up to reach the finals. No need, I already told her. She's fine with it. You sure know how to put me in a spot, Castoress. I need to travel with you, but I can't touch you. What a bother.
Sorry.
Aw, I was just teasing. Don't take it to heart. Did you know that the legends say you have to put an obol into the mouth of the dead or over their eyes if you want them to successfully cross the River of Souls and enter the Netherrealm? That's the fairy fare for entering the Netherrealm. However, I honestly won't ask you to pay this time. I'll pay. And then we'll just have to go through the motions. Hey! I'm just trying to make this journey feel more special, okay? Don't read too much into it. Alright, pass me the coin. It's time to get the gods' powers going. A fleet-footed trip to the Netherrealm. Here we come. Oh, one last thing before we go. I gotta give you this piece of advice. Especially to you, Princess Homebody. You can't catch the wind by waiting. You only live once. So make the most of every moment you have. Get ready. Be steady. Hi, your turn. Don't be nervous. After all, it'll be gone in the blink of an eye. All done. Bye.
Are you feeling all right? She's the demigod of trickery. When she flips the coin of whimsy into the air, she gains incredible speed that lets her travel anywhere in an instant. Just like how she clearly had no intention of lingering here for even a second longer. We can only depend on ourselves for the rest of the way.
Don't worry, Mem's here to help. Being cute isn't my only forte. I'm strong too.
This is Stixia, The city of dragons and waves. Anaxa hypothesizes that the missing Thanatos is somewhere in these ruins. This is the land of their birth. Or perhaps of their death. Anaxa had used a secret alchemical art to temporarily fuse his soul with Circe's and Kefali. And when he was on the verge of death, he was pulled by Thanatos and caught a glimpse of the flowing river of souls. This alchemy, considered a sacrilegious act, might actually make the souls of mortals and titans attract each other. Even though Thanatos has been missing for 1,000 years, and even their followers haven't been able to find them.
Oh, so are we going to use that Philosopher's Stone to conjure the Titan?
I guess that's the only way. The only leads we have now are the name of this city and the fairy tale about the dragon.
Thanatos is even more mysterious than I am.
Indeed. Even one as erudite as Anaxa could only point us to this place, and no further. We will be entering the unknown as soon as we take our first steps. But that won't be the first time in my long journeys. I believe that, rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
Noise.
Go back whence you came. Go back. Ahead lies the realm of the dead. What a beautiful butterfly. Is it talking to us?
This is a eulogistic butterfly. They are found in places where many have met their demise. In Idonia, some think of them as manifestations of Thanatos' benevolence. By turning the lingering obsessions of the deceased into these creatures, it is as if the Titan has made life into a specimen. Others think of them as Thanatos' messengers that guide the departed to the nether realm.
The second theory sounds more believable. After all, the things they're saying are rather, direct.
Perhaps. But the fact that we're able to hear their whispers proves that we're fast approaching the realm of the dead. These shadowy figures. Are they illusions reflected by the River of Souls?
Mommy told us to go ahead first, but she's still not here yet. 1, 2, 3. I don't even know how many days have passed since then. Perhaps Mommy will be back once you finish counting the days on all 10 fingers. 1, 2, 3. It's been much longer than 10 days since we left Mommy.
Strange. For reflections in the River of Souls, they seem oddly animated.
But, Master, did that lady really lie to us? The Centurion personally instructed us to inlay the inscription into his shield. But now she's taken it away.
My child, that shield can never be cast, and there's no need for it anymore. Come, child. What is the name of that Centurion again? Actually, never mind. Forget I said that. I'll wait with you for her to come back. When that happens, you'll be able to keep making shields.
Don't be afraid, pal. Let's open our eyes wide, together.
Want to buy any fish?
Huh? He can see us?
Wait. More living people. I'm not selling my fish to living people. You lot are too shameless. Buying fish without paying. If I ever see her again, I will...
Could it be that you're all dead souls that never achieved rest?
The nether realm does not exist. Titan rejects you, me.
So, do you want to buy any fish?
But there aren't any fish nearby.
Other fish gone. The people are gone too. I can only keep selling fish. So, do you want to buy any fish?
Apologies. I don't have much in the way of savings, but perhaps there's another way for me to release you from your suffering. Please relax. May you fall asleep peacefully amid a gentle field of flowers.
This.
I knew it! These people aren't illusions. They're the souls of the deceased. They're supposed to reach the end of the west wind by floating down the river of souls. Yet, they have floundered upon the shoals of the stream, unable to move forward. Did Thanatos reject them? Or perhaps they didn't really die at all? I have no idea. This circumstance is completely unprecedented. Hang on. Didn't he say more living people? So that means he's seen other members of the living apart from us? Could it be that these souls are stuck here due to someone's deceit?
If something is done out of goodwill, are you really gonna call it deceit?
Goodwill? I can't see anything good out of... Wait a minute. Lady Cipher?
That's me.
Could it be that you are the living being that those souls met?
I couldn't take their behavior anymore. So I stole some things here and made up some lies there. Just trying to give them something to look forward to, you know?
It's because of vile living creatures like you that we're being misunderstood by all of them.
What else am I supposed to do? You can see the mess this place is in. These poor souls are denied by the Netherrealm. So now they're stuck in a few brief moments of their life, unable to move forward or back. Did you see those two blacksmiths on the way? They've been here for as long as the sun's been around, wailing over and over about casting a shield. Stixia is so freaky.
Then why have you come back, Lady Cipher?
Hey, I'm not here to aid your adventure. I hate water more than anything else in this world, especially that stinky river of souls. But, I just discovered some stuff before I left, and I reckon you should know about it. It's about that boy who defied death. I found traces of him here.
Lord Mighty?
Oh, right, that's his name. Well, now you know. As for whether that info is actually useful, that's for you lot to figure out. So long, Princess Homebody. So long, Grey Mystery.
Huh? She disappeared just like that?
Lady Cipher has always been a free spirit. In any case, she has brought us some valuable information. If Lord Mighty is also somewhere along the river shoals right now, then he will certainly become our signpost. After all, he's different from those wandering souls. He will find his way, even in the realm of the dead.
Don't worry, it's time for me to shine. Ornyx's rune of recollection is nearby. Use prayers to return the river to before it got flooded.
Noise. Noise.
Noise. Noise. Noise. Noise.
Over here!
Looks good.
Orynyx's miracle has appeared.
Amazing! It's like we're inside a giant bubble. Even the river got parted. So this path actually didn't exist back then?
There are wandering souls of the deceased here as well. We must first return to the present before we can communicate with them.
Is that all?
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Time watches your prescription!
Save it for your own skin. Destined for oblivion. Unworthy. Blade of moonlight.
Lance at the ready.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Blade fodder. Again, tedious. All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Ready for death. Another journey begins, destined for oblivion.
Let me tend your wounds! Vitamin!
Don't worry,
I'm on guard.
it's just a scrape.
Not a scratch.
Again. Still waters of oblivion. Unworthy. All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Time watches your prescription!
Nice teamwork. It's time. Not a scratch.
Free will, or was it destined for oblivion?
Okay.
Nowhere to run. That's half the work. Still waters of oblivion. Stand down. Another journey begins. Don't worry,
Lance at the
it's
ready.
just a scrape. Blade of moonlight. Again.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Blade fodder. Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion. Again. Try harder.
I'm on guard.
Destined for oblivion. Another blood debt repaid.
Oh.
Seek, and you will find. So that's how it works.
Not a scratch.
Destined for oblivion.
Lance, forward!
Get hurt.
You bully!
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Relax.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Destined for oblivion. Again.
Stand still.
Still waters of oblivion. Destined for oblivion.
Lance, forward!
What's in your prescription?
Still waters of oblivion. Relax. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Destined for oblivion.
Okay.
Stand still.
Still waters of oblivion.
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
By the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right? Since the current campaign requires the utmost care, I wasn't able to make time to welcome all of you. Please, forgive me.
Foreign warriors?
A priestess, a warrior, and a divine beast. You look identical to the blessed saviors that the Queen described.
A campaign? Who are you campaigning against?
Nobody knows, as of now. Of the scouts that went ahead, only one has managed to return. He says that the land ahead is a forbidden land that should not be approached, as it is the doorway between the netherworld and the mortal realm. As for the rest of the scouts, they've completely lost their souls and are decaying by the day. While there is still dissension within the city, the scholars agree that this calamity was so unprecedented that it needed to be given a new designation.
An unprecedented calamity. Could it be death?
It seems that you have indeed heard about this. Well, death is just one of the possibilities. It's too early to come to a definitive conclusion.
A world that has never seen death. Looks like these people lived in the era Chrysia before the Calamity Titans descended upon the land. May I ask, where is the scout who managed to come back?
So he returned to Stixia. He only had enough left in him to last no more than half a day. However, it was his intel that convinced us to rally together. He said that he witnessed the demonic specter of an evil dragon at that treacherous land. The apparition opened its giant maw and devoured everything in sight. and thus brought Stixia, that thing called death.
Stixia, an evil dragon that brings death.
It all sounds rather familiar. Wait, wasn't this part of that fable?
Sir, could I ask how the Queen and Princess are doing?
The Queen? By the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right?
Oh, it's the same lines. Looks like he's still trapped in the moments before his death.
Leave it to me. Sir, the war ended long ago. Stixia no longer exists.
Stixia is no more? This cannot stand! Newcomers, hurry up and go take your positions!
Oh, looks like it's difficult for this gentleman to accept reality.
Sir, I am the Maiden of War, sent here by the Queen herself. If you accept my blessing, then today's battle will be smooth sailing.
Maiden of War? I've never heard of this. There's little time to waste. Please don't take too long.
Don't worry. I'm typically unwilling to prolong such a moment.
Is it over? Have we won?
Cass, oh, are you all right?
I'm fine. I just didn't expect that I would still have to embalm others, even in the realm of the dead. Is this a remnant of his soul?
Well then, why should I place my trust in you? Holy maiden from afar.
Wait, this is... I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Since the prophecy has already pronounced your name as Chrysos, heir of death, Akima ought to treat you as an esteemed guest. However, you seem to have no intentions of concealing your involvement with the Council of Elders, while most likely being aware of my issues against them.
I cannot deny your claim. It was the Council that offered this room to me, and they had only one request. They want the curse of death to be completely subjugated to your will. I was agreeable to that request.
But why?
I am unable to rid myself of this innate curse. However, from this day onward, I shall use it according to your will. I will never make any superfluous moves on my own.
I see. So that is how they plan to control the Flame Chase journey. They have shifted the heavy responsibility of granting death over to me. If I ever become obsessed with executing people, they will then have ample reason to terminate the Chrysos heir's journey.
And yet, you seem to not mind. This is quite surprising to me.
That's because the fate that we were born with is a burden far heavier than that of an individual's life. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance. Tidy up your precious garments and come with me. Akima welcomes you, Kastouris.
didn't think we'd find vestiges of memory here. Maybe they've got something to do with Orynyx's rune?
Perhaps, but I do not need a reminder from them. This... Indeed. While my relationship with the Council has always been quite ambiguous, Lady Aglaya has never taken any precautions against me. Instead, she's shown me nothing but complete trust. I really want to repay her for that trust. But why would this memory appear right now? Is this really Orynyx's power?
Could these dead monsters actually be...
If Lady Cipher is to be believed, this could be the handiwork of Lord Mighty. He's still fighting against the Black Tide, even in the Netherrealm.
Why are the Black Tide monsters here too? Can they swim in the River of Souls?
Even Thanatos wouldn't be able to accept Black Tide monsters into their realm. These traces seem to suggest that anybody who trespasses upon death will pay a heavy price. Since the realm of the dead must remain peaceful, it's imperative that we rid the place of such discordant noise. Please stay back. Let me deal with these enemies.
Not a scratch. Lance forward!
Time to say bye. Boom.
Still waters of oblivion. Again? Relax. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Reach the end of the story in your own
The
way.
path ahead is blocked by the River of Souls again.
In that case, let's go back to the past. This miracle sure is handy.
This is yet another aspect of a Titan's divine power.
If Dan Heng was around, he'd definitely be able to raise the waters of the River of Souls into the sky.
If Lady Hycelens was still alive, I think she might be able to do that too.
Looks good.
You seem to be able to discern both the past and the future.
So that's how it works. Is that all?
Why isn't there a god yelling in the distance? Indeed, my downtrodden fellow, your sorrow and joy are but means for me to amuse myself. I will at least derive some comfort, if all the tears that I had shed were determined by some mightier being above.
It's...
Oh, this place must have been a beautiful courtyard in the past.
Please excuse me. I am but a scholar from a distant land who had the misfortune of falling into the River of Souls and turned into a member of the dead.
Huh? This one seems to know that she's already dead.
Oh, I was merely speculating, but it seems I was right. And you... I recognize you. You're the Holy Maiden of Death from Idonia, right?
I'm sorry. I cannot bring you back to life. However, should you desire it, I can end your prolonged limbo.
I'm well aware of that. Even if you were able to revive me, I would never choose that option. That's because I didn't fall into the River of Souls by accident. Instead, I leaped into it to seek my death.
Why?
If you could see the life I've led, then you would not reproach me so. My life was far too miserable. But I did not expect things to stay the same even in death. What a joke. In escaping my mortal life, I've entered a millennium of pain instead. Circe's above. What cowards humans are. For we fear both life and death simultaneously.
I'm sorry. I'm also powerless to answer that question.
That's all right, Holy Maiden. At least you are able to respond to me. Please, grant me death. Circe's above. Does this count as thinking till the moment I die?
I have seen too many farewells. Her distress is quite commonplace. There are those who will end their lives over what seems to be the smallest of worries. For some people, this power that I possess is a blessing rather than a curse. But I never managed to convince myself of that.
Cass, are you still trying to create a world without death?
Yes. Because when placed under time's vast scales, there is no worry in this world that cannot be solved. This is a wish that I've held for almost a millennium. My mind might have changed once upon a time if people managed to strike up a friendship with me. But I've never been more firm in my conviction. Now that I've learned about your near-death state, it is my duty to wipe death from the face of this world.
Say bye. Time to say bye. Boom.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion. Another blood debt repaid.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Still waters of oblivion.
What's in your prescription?
Stand still.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion. Another blood debt repaid.
Not a scratch.
Still waters of oblivion.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lance forward!
Destined for oblivion.
You bully!
Not bad. Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
What's in your prescription?
Relax. Again. Stand still.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Still waters of oblivion.
Relax. Together as one. No matter.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Who's next?
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next?
Time to say bye. Boom.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Destined for oblivion.
Human creations.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Relax. Who's next? Together as one. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next?
Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Stand still. Relax.
Again.
No matter.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Destined for oblivion.
Stand still.
Again.
Human creations. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Still waters of oblivion.
Who's next? Converge and awaken! No matter. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next?
Destined for oblivion.
Human creations.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Who's next?
Still waters of oblivion.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Destined for oblivion.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Still waters of oblivion.
Relax.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next?
Stand still.
Together as one.